Okay, guys, I'm sorry, but I believe the stream might have ended for some reason, at least the first one. I have no idea why that's the case. It gave me no indication that it was stopped. So we're back up, but we did miss a bit of qualifying, which I'm a little sad to hear. Daniel has gone to the top, Konami P2, Tank in P3, that's BXT 4th, and that's Ferrari Pro now 6th, but Tom has actually improved to 3rd. So, I am a little sad that the stream ended. It gave me no indication that it ended. I just had to look and see because there was nobody watching at the time, and there's an explanation why the stream just totally ended. So I have no idea why it did, but hey, we're okay. We're still up and running. Keep watching, keep sharing, try and get the stream out there because we want to get as many people as we can because this is a Group 1 race, and yeah. It's got some good racing upcoming. So, Daniel on top. That is not the Hungarian flag, by the way. I thought it was for a second because of a quick glance. So, Daniel, 2P1, Konami P2, Tom in P3. That's the top 3 for here in Qatar. Tank P4, BXT P5, Ferrari Pro 6th, B-Tom, Soa, Ratudo, and our Strading completing the top 10. So, B-Tom, championship leader in 7th. Konami, 2nd. This is a big difference, and Konami is going to be looking to extend the championship lead. Or looking to close the championship lead. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so we're going to get a little bit of a break. That gives me a moment to kind of catch up and try and figure out what happened with the stream. I think it just reset. I have no idea why. It's very confusing. Never had a problem like that before. But hey, we're still going. I've shared the stream to as many people as I can in the F1 LSR community. And yeah, if you can, spread the word of it. It'd be helpful. It really would be. And we're going to get underway with the Qatar Grand Prix in just a moment. Curious to see how this kind of turns out, this race. It's definitely going to be exciting, that's for sure. We do know that there's no formation lap, so we're going straight into this race. That's why there's a little bit of a break, thankfully, as long as no one readies up. If you do ready up, by the way, you do get a penalty. So, I mean, it's kind of how it goes. It's in the rules. Sir Charles is also here today, as you can see, on the pit stop for the RB team, the Visa Cash App Racing Bulls team. Charles is an old friend of mine. We owned a league back in the day, and a good guy, good racer. And I think that he's got a good chance of getting a big point swing for the Racing Bulls team today. We'll see how it goes, though. We're about to get underway here in LSR. I'm Formula Jonah, your commentator for today and host of the Group 1 commentary live stream. This is the penultimate round of the Season 10 Championship in Division Number 1, the fastest and most experienced division in lightning speed racing. Tomorrow we have 2 more races. It's the Group 2 and Group 3 races. I will be racing in Group 2 with my good friend Kendricks at Alpine, so wish us luck. I know a few of the drivers here today are also going to be racing in Group 2, Strading, Viperize, a few others maybe in the chat. I know that they are going to be heading into Group 2, so best of luck to everybody. It's going to be a fun race. It's going to be a fun event, and best of luck to the Group 3 racers as well as we look to that. Anyway, here we go for the penultimate round of Season Number 10. Daniel on pole. And here we go, racing underway. Daniel leads, Konami right behind. Tom has got a good start as well. The top 3 stay as they are. Tank is looking to get in the mix as well, trying to get into P3. He stays in 4th though. No collisions so far, pretty good. B-Tom still in 7th. Gets a little bit loose. Soa's now going to try and make the move on the championship leader. Ratudo and, let's see, the Red Bull are going side by side as well. Oh, a little bit of contact between the two, but it's all good right now. Very clean racing right now, but Daniel has grown the gap to 0.7 of a second. This is looking really good. Let's get the tires out on screen as well. Position changes as well. Where's the tires? Actually, that's on another screen. Never mind. So, position changes. Looking pretty good for Sir Charles has moved up 2 positions. Abraham as well has moved up 2 positions, up to 9th ahead of Ratudo in the Sauber. Daniel has got a great start, and now second gap to Konami in the Sauber right behind. B-Tom is also struggling because Soa is right behind. Haas trying to get both of their cars in the top 7 now. Ferrari Pro's had a good start. BXT has had a great start as well. Lontrain, let's get tires out on screen now. We'll move on from the positions. So a lot of drivers starting on different tire compounds here. Daniel, it explains why he is so fast right now. He's on the mediums. Everybody else in the top 5 is on the hards. So Daniel is absolutely flying. Watch out for Tank. He's going to try and make the move on Tom. Tom's actually going to try and make the move on Konami as well, but no change as of right now in the battle for second. Daniel, meanwhile, has extended the lead to 1.5 seconds, riding the board with the Mercedes AMG Petronas car as it is right on the back of Konami. Tom is trying to get up into second. You can see that Konami might be struggling a little bit with those hard tires, and you can see that Ferrari Pro is really, really right there and in the fight for a very good position. He's on the mediums, by the way. Keep an eye on B-Tom as well. He's on the hards. He's on a different strategy compared to the drivers around him. Konami, his championship rival, is also on a different strategy. Meanwhile, Daniel has extended the gap to 2.5 seconds. That explains why, because of the medium tires. Konami really struggling, and here comes Tom. He's going to have the DRS as well. On board with that Mercedes, and keep an eye on the drivers behind. This is getting really intense here. I actually want to keep an eye on Ferrari Pro, who is on a charge right now, right behind BXT. He's one of the fastest drivers in this league, as we know. And yeah, let's see what he can do. Gotta say, really good start from everybody today. Group 1 has really progressed into something that's really amazing. I'm hoping I don't curse anything, but before there was a lot of incidents, and now it's really just evolved into something really cool. Here comes Tom on Konami, a pass for second, but Tank is also going to look for the move, and Tank makes it into P3 for Racing Bulls. So Konami has lost 2 positions in 1 corner. Watch out for BXT as well. That's a horrible camera angle. BXT is right behind, and watch out for Ferrari Pro. He's lost a little bit of time. B-Tom is now on the back of the Haas. Viperize, a 3-second time penalty. He's down in P18 right now. So not good news for him. Watch out for the Red Bull of Ibrahim, who's going around the outside of Soa. He's going to try to make that move. Let's see if they're going to do it. Ibrahim and Soa side by side. And the Red Bull makes the move. Red Bull have got a car now into the top 10, looking really good for Ibrahim. Soa is now down to 9th. Crazy Rotudo in the fight as well. Watch out for Sir Charles, who's on the mediums, trying to chase down this pack. Back up at the front, Tom is still holding on to 2nd position. Meanwhile, Daniel is extending the lead, but remember, he's on a completely different strategy here, so keep an eye on him. Closest battle right now is BXT versus Konami. BXT is chasing down the Sauber Racer, and Konami is losing a lot of time. This is not good news for his championship hopes, but hey, it's still a long race to go. We still have around, let's see, 25 laps or so to go. Thomas had the fastest lap of the race at 124.2. Let's see if he starts chasing down Daniel, if those mediums are going to start to not work very well. Tank is also right on the back of Tom, so watch out for the Racing Bulls racer. He's on 49% ERS. Meanwhile, Tom is on 30%, so big difference there. Konami is... You know what? I think Konami is struggling right now, not because it's like tires or anything like that, but he is on, I think, no ERS. He seems to be saving ERS in a lot of these corners. I think that's why he's like kind of dropping back to the field. I wonder if he's doing this on purpose to try and gain ERS and try and get up to the front. Konami's one of the fastest and most experienced racers in this field. He knows how to win a race. He's done it before, of course, in LSR. So Konami's got the pace, and I think he's on no ERS push right now. So very interesting strategy. He's staying in the pack. That's why he's losing time to BXT and other racers. Gotta say though, if Konami is still on no ERS, which I doubt he is right now, he has to start using it, because BXT is flying using the ERS a little bit. He's down to 52 though. Tank is chasing down Tom, but no change right now. The top 2 stay as they are. Sorry, the second down to, what is this battle? Like, all the way down to, like, almost last. Meanwhile, Talked Phoenix on the back of Oba, I think he pronounced that. I don't know how to pronounce your names, I'm sorry. Wow, this pack is stretched from 2nd to 16th. It's a Mercedes train. Tom, and it's a Mercedes sandwich, really. The two Mercedes are at the top. Tom is leading that pack, of course. Meanwhile, Charisma is dropped back a little bit. Viperize as well. These two, unfortunately, losing a bit of time. Viperize, I think, has a little bit of damage. If I can tell, I can't tell exactly. Viperize does have a little bit of front wing damage, if I'm not mistaken. Charisma does not. He's still not within DRS range, but still in the fight. Back up at the front, BXT is 2. Oh, Ferrari Pro's left the session. Oh no, that's bad news. B-Tom's gonna make the move. Hold on a second, I'm gonna try and get Ferrari Pro in right now. Real quickly. Sorry for this screen, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try and get Ferrari Pro in. There you go, Ferrari Pro. Hopefully that didn't upset you too much. Tank has now moved ahead of Tom. Tank has moved into second, so a move for second now. Tank is into P2. Meanwhile, Daniel is still 3 seconds or so ahead of this pack. He is extending the lead as they swap positions. So Racing Bulls is now in the top 2. Tom is still on the back of Tank, but now is losing a little bit of time. Ferrari Pro is thankfully joined. Thank goodness he's able to get in, but he is dropped to, oh, P13. That's horrible. It's because of this this train. Here comes our Stratting, and that Mercedes right behind as well. Ferrari Pro is going to drop to, unfortunately, 15th. This is bad news. He's got to recover from this, hopefully. Let's see if he gets back into his car, running on board with the AI'd Haas. His teammate is up in 8th now. B-Tom has moved into 6th. So B-Tom is now, thankfully, taking advantage of that. That's good news for the Ferrari. And now, finally, the two championship rivals are on the same screen, but yet they are separated by one car in the middle. BXT's Aston Martin. That car is flying right now. 3/10 of the gap. Oh, a little bit wide. What about B-Tom? Is going to be on the charge. Ferrari Pro is retired, unfortunately. That is bad news for him. That's unfortunate for Ferrari Pro. He's probably upset that he dropped all the way to the back, really. That's horrible news for Ferrari Pro. Thankfully, it's not a retirement, but he has retired out on track, so that could be a penalty coming his way. B-Tom looking for the move, doesn't make it, though. The top, or these 3 drivers really close together. Robin is retired in the pits, I believe, so Robin also out. It's not been a good day for the Williams pair. Robin, of course, now out of the race, so 2 drivers out. Ferrari Pro retired due to connection issues. Robin retired, I'm not really sure why, but I hope that he doesn't leave the session because he's the host. He can't leave the session. I mean, he technically can, but, like, it would be kind of hard. Abraham right behind as well in the Red Bull. He is chasing down these drivers on the mediums. Remember, he's on the mediums. Meanwhile, Daniel has grown the gap on Tom, who's actually re-overtaken Tank to 3.3 seconds. So the gap is very, very good. Daniel really doing a great job right now. Two retirements in this race. 16 drivers remain. Robin and Ferrari Pro, unfortunately, out. It was a shame to see both of them out. They're quite fast drivers. Ferrari Pro, that was super unfortunate. The internet issues, or whatever happened, the technical issues, really forced him to retire there, it seems. So that's unfortunate to hear, but hey, that's how it goes. So Tank has got ahead of Tom. The Racing Bulls driver's back into second, so a move once again. Abraham still in the back of B-Tom. Ooh, that's a wonderful camera angle, I gotta say. I wish there were more camera angles like that in this game. That would be really neat. And one thing I do want from Codemasters and EA is for them to allow spectators to drive the safety car. That would be absolutely hilarious, but I gotta say, I think that would probably be problematic as well. Soa on the back of Ibrahim. Now, this is potential switch in positions here. Soa on the mediums and Ibrahim on the mediums as well. Both have to take advantage of the hard runners up ahead because those hards are going to start to be a little faster, I gotta say. As you can see by Tank starting to close the gap on Daniel. 3.1 seconds now is the gap between first and second. So Daniel is going to start to go behind. They are going to switch most likely. Daniel's going to go to the hards, and the hard runners are going to go to the mediums. That's most likely what's going to happen. 20 laps to go in this race. Tom re-overtakes Tank, so a switch in position once again. These two just keep swapping back and forth. They're actually working really well here. Charisma has retired, and where is that? Where is that, actually? That is like... Where did he retire? His car is gone. Is that in the pits? That might be in the pits. That's a really weird situation. So Tom and Tank are using this really like neat strategy of working together to close the gap on Daniel. 2.7 seconds now the gap. So the mediums are definitely starting to not work as well as the hards. Let's just put it that way. I like the name Tom and Tank. It's like a Thomas the Tank Engine or something. Thankfully, no major incidents. I hope I didn't curse literally every single driver in this race. Commentator's curse, please don't happen. We just want a clean race to end off this season. Interlagos will be fun. I'm really excited for these next two races at Qatar and Interlagos in Group 2. Two of my favorite tracks, I gotta say, on this game. And then we gotta move on to F125. Now, I also want to just point this out here as Tank makes another move. Meanwhile, BXT on Konami, that's a difference. Hold on a second, I'll come back to what I was saying earlier. As B-Tom has moved ahead of his championship rival, B-Tom now ahead. And as the things stand, B-Tom is the 6-time champion of LSR in season number 10. But this is still not over, of course. But as of right now, B-Tom is gonna win the championship. Konami losing a bit of time right now. His tires are not working out. I could see him pitting for the mediums quite soon, actually, if that's the case. BXT has now been released to chase down these top two drivers right now. Tom and Tank have been using this strategy here. I keep laughing when I say those two names together. I don't know why. It's a funny combination. BXT though is now chasing down these drivers and looking to spoil the party, let's just say. Tom and Tank are second and third right now, and they're using that unique strategy here to kind of catch up to Daniel. Now the gap is 2.6 to the leaders, but BXT, you can see him taking much better lines compared to those two drivers. He's gained a lot on the top two. Arstrati, 3-second time penalty for the Williams racer. Sometimes that can be a case, you know, penalties are a major factor here. Here comes Tom on Tank. They're going to swap positions again. BXT has closed the gap. He's on ER. He's using a little bit of ERS, I think, to catch up to these top two. He's gained place. B-Tom has also done the same. Konami in this fight as well. Actually, the entire top 8, besides Daniel, are within a couple of tenths of a second. The gap is starting to form between 8th and 9th, though. Obo. I guess you pronounce it that way. He's now leading another train of cars. Sir Charles is the second car in line there, the number 13 Racing Bulls entry, right behind the Ferrari, and looking to maybe get ahead so he can chase down those top 8 cars. Viperize also pit, so he's down to P15, but he's on brand new tires, so hopefully he'll catch back up. As Ratudo gets a 3-second time penalty, so that's a switch. Meanwhile, BXT is on the back of Tank, so the gap is formed once again. These drivers are all kind of combined. The fact I wanted to point out earlier, but while we have a quick second, is that I was wondering about the possibility of some drivers maybe opening up a 4th tier in some way of like a F1 24 tier, because I know that a lot of racers are not able to get the 25 game because it's on new next-gen consoles, if you're on a console of PlayStation or Xbox. As Tank makes the move on Tom once again. Will BXT do that? Nope, no change. But yeah, I could see I could see that potentially working out, like in terms of like a fourth tier of some way, like if people want to organize it. I know drivers like maybe Speedy and Mango, a few others are on PlayStation 4, and they can't race really on the PS5 or on the next gen game. Hoping they and other racers like them are able to do so, but I'm trying to figure out some sort of solution of allowing people to race, you know, because I know a lot of people still want to race, but they just can't on the new game. So, I don't know, maybe that's something we look into. Meanwhile, some drivers have pit for their mandatory stops. Our Stratting, Sir Charles, and Obo have all pit. Viperize is in P15. Oh, virtual safety car. That's because our Stratting has spun. That's a VSC. Hopefully that's not a safety car. If that is a safety car, that changes the game completely. But Stratting has spun, it seems. Maybe on new tires. Sometimes that happens. Thankfully, he's still going, but he's got no wing. That's not good news for the Williams. This is a very difficult day for the Grove outfit. They have two drivers down the order, one out, and our Stratting's got damage now, so this is not going good, but hey, sometimes that happens. Daniel is probably going to come in. Oh, he doesn't. Tank gets a drive-through. Oh, that is super unfortunate. Tank gets a drive-through. He's going to come into the pit lane, thankfully, and serve that, but he's going to be down the order. He's got, oh, and he's retired. He's retired. He's done. Oh, that is so sad. That is so unfortunate. He's gotten a drive-through penalty. I'm surprised he's retired, though. I mean, that could totally change. So, that is a driver that was involved for a podium spot, and now he is out of the race. This is disaster for Racing Bulls. They were having such a good race. Sir Charles is in the mix now for some points, but Tank was their driver at the front, but this has not worked out. BXT has now taken over third position from Tank, and he has now moved into a position to fight with Daniel. Daniel, now 1.4. Those mediums are really going off. Let's take it on board with McLaren, the race-leading car, and see how this goes. Oh. Man, yeah, you can see that he's really struggling on these tires. This is not working out for him. Our Stratting's retired in the pits, it seems. So our Stratting is out as well. Unfortunately to see that. I think that that was because of the wing damage earlier. He couldn't recover really from that. Thankfully, these drivers haven't caught... Oh, and Viperize is out as well. Probably because of how far he was behind. Oh, Tom gets a 3-second time penalty for going really wide there. That's going to affect his podium chances, but now there's only 12 racers in the race, and that's mainly because of just simple situations happening, like connection issues or safety car, or sorry, connection issues or something like that. BXT taking over the lead from Tom as Daniel comes into the pit lane. BXT is now into the lead for Aston Martin. B-Tom is now going to be on the back of the Mercedes. Daniel has come into the pit lane for McLaren. He's already made his stop, so he's going to come out in, I believe, 6th position here. Back up in the front, BXT continues to lead for Aston Martin, but Tom is right on the back. These two have similar ERS. B-Tom is now 50. B-Tom's in a really good place, I gotta say. Konami as well. These two are in a really good situation. They're just kind of biding their time and just kind of waiting to see how this goes. Oh, that's a Mercedes that is retired. Why is that? Why are people retiring in the pits? I mean, they're all like unique circumstances that are causing them to retire. It's all like a spin or like a connection issue or a drive-through or something. It's very specific for each of these retirements, but it's all been intentional retirements. Like they haven't been mistakes or anything like that in terms of like crashing or something like that. So yeah, no DNFs in that way. Thank goodness. But it is sad to see that many people out of the race already. Still have a long way to go. I mean, we have about, let's see, we are 15 minutes, so 15 laps or so. Tom takes over the lead of this race. Mercedes now leads. So 2 Mercedes cars at the front. B-Tom and Konami just sitting back, chilling. They're going like, okay, we can just kind of chill here and just wait a little bit longer. I think they might be extending to the softs, to be honest. I believe Ibrahim is doing the same. He's surprisingly in this fight, considering his tire wear. Let's ride on board with the Red Bull and see how this is going right now. Daniel, meanwhile, is chasing down these leaders. 21 seconds is the gap between Ibrahim and Daniel. So right now, Daniel will go up into, I think, around P2 or so. But we'll see. The top 4 are really on similar pace right now, and then Ibrahim is kind of still there, which is very surprising and proves how good of a driver he is. Meanwhile, move now for P10. Rotudo and Talk Phoenix side by side. Let's see how this goes. Talk Phoenix gets ahead. Rotudo stays behind. Remember, Tom has a 3-second time penalty, so that's going to affect his race. Is he going to come into the pit lane? Let's see. Is anybody going to come into the pit lane? Let's see. BXT right on the back. None of them do. Here comes Aston Martin. Let's see what he does. Abraham does come into the pits, as you can see in the background, but here comes BXT looking to retake the lead. What about B-Tom as well? Watch out for him. Here comes B-Tom looking to make a move, not just on the Mercedes, but maybe on the Aston Martin as well. Here comes B-Tom. The Ferrari is side by side with the Aston Martin, but respectful racing from both racers, and BXT stays ahead. B-Tom, though, took advantage of Tom's zero DRS, as you will, and Konami is still in P4, so a change in position there. Daniel has moved ahead of Abraham. Abraham's going to come out in, I believe, P7, maybe P6, depending on things. He's going to come out in P6, so right ahead of Soa. But those cold tires might affect him a little bit, and Soa might be able to get past. Let's see. Oh, Soa, 3-second time penalty. That's not good news. Up at the front, BXT extends the lead by 0.4 of a second, maybe 0.5, depending on things. Yep, 0.5. Riding on board with B-Tom now. Tom right behind. Are any of them going to come into the pit lane? Let's see. B-Tom pits. And Tom pits as well. So a different strategy with the two championship rivals. Konami takes over second from B-Tom. B-Tom into the pit lane. Let's see how this goes. He's going to pit onto the medium. Same with Tom. Where is Daniel? That's the question. So Daniel coming around the final corner now. Is B-Tom going to get ahead, or is it going to be Daniel? Here's Tom and B-Tom. There we go. There's Daniel. Daniel gets ahead of B-Tom, but B-Tom's on the mediums. Talk Phoenix, meanwhile, gets a 3-second time penalty. Here comes Soa on Abraham, so Soa gets ahead into 6th. Good news for Haas. These are the team's only drivers in this race, by the way. Soa is, left in the race. Soa and Abraham, both the only drivers left. So BXT and Konami lead this race. Konami has chased down BXT, but I feel that B-Tom's going to get ahead of all these guys. Same with Tom and Daniel. Daniel is going to get into first once again after his early stop, but remember, he's on the hards. That gap he built up was very crucial for his race. And I think Daniel is just going to kind of sit and wait, because he's going to be in the mix for P1. It's not going to be him just dominating this like earlier. BXT comes in, Konami stays out. Interesting strategy there. So BXT is into the pit lane for Aston Martin. That's the race leader into the pits. What is he going to pit onto? He's going to go onto the mediums. Konami, the only reason he would stay out is to probably put onto the soft tires, which is a very interesting strategy. Depends on this lap. This is the lap that really defines the championship. Whoever does whatever is going to do things. I mean, I said that kind of weird, but as that's the fastest lap. What I was meaning was that Konami, if he comes into the pit lane now, this really affects the championship. So whatever Konami does is going to affect the championship right now. This is all on you, man. Let's see what you can do. If he comes into the pit lane now, most likely for the mediums. If he stays out another lap, most likely the softs. Let's see how it goes. He's got 11 laps to go into this race. This is the second place sitter in the championship, if I'm not mistaken. Remember, he has to finish 8 points ahead of B-Tom. Right now, as it stands, I believe he is still within the... So if that happens, if he finishes 8 points ahead, then the championship goes on to Brazil. But let's see. Konami, what are you going to do? This is critical for this race. He stays out. He stays out. Konami stays out. This is an interesting strategy here. He's going for the soft tires. This is very bold from Konami, and this could have huge implications on the championship. This right here could really choose to have the championship go on to Brazil. This really could be it. This might be the championship winning move for Konami. B-Tom is being passed by Tom, so B-Tom's moved down to 4th now. This is critical for the Ferrari here. Can he win his 6th championship in LSR? It's Sauber versus Ferrari. It's B-Tom versus Konami. Remember, Ferrari are also looking to achieve the championship as well. This would also be, I believe, the first time or second time that Ferrari has done that. Let me double check. Hold on. Let me double check and make sure that I'm right on that. Champions, Hall of Fame, nope, it's league records. I'm the one that put it there, why am I not remembering? Ferrari does have a championship. It was season 7, with Vacant, I believe, and Viperize, if I'm not mistaken. That was when Vacant went on to win the Drivers' Championship in seasons number 7. So Ferrari does have 1 championship. They need more, though. I mean, Ferrari is, like, one of the most successful teams ever. Konami pits. So Konami into the pit lane. This is it. This is the championship winning, deciding, whatever it may be, pit stop. He pits for the mediums. Interesting strategy here from Konami. I thought he was surely going to go to the softs, but he has come out with fresher tires. Let's see what he's going to do. Either he didn't switch it, or this was his strategy all along. Either way, this is very, very peculiar from Konami. He's going to come out in P7, it seems. Yeah, P7. Behind Ibrahim. Interesting. That might have just solidified B-Tom's championship. Or that might have just solidified Konami's chances for the championship. And that brings it over to Brazil. So Daniel takes over the lead. Back into the leading position for McLaren. Tom is now in 2nd, followed by our most recent champion of Group 1, B-Tom, and championship leader for Ferrari. Ferrari also can win the championship today. There's a very good chance of that happening. Actually, I'm going to quickly take a look at the championship right now, if I can. I don't know if that's actually happened, though, if we've updated the championship standings precisely, but we'll see. I'm just going to take a look real quickly and see how that goes. Daniel continues to lead by about a second. Now the gap has gone down just a tiny bit. So, okay, here we go. Here's the championship. So, Ferrari currently has 203 points. Kick Sauber has 171. I'm doing all the calculations right now. Meanwhile, a little bit of a spin, it seems, for Ibrahim. Let's take a look at that. Red Bull has gone down the order. Okay, so Ferrari right now is 203. That's 171. I'm horrible with math, so hopefully this works out quite well. Meanwhile, the top 3 are really close together. Let's keep an eye on this battle. So that's like... Oh, Ibrahim's retired. Oh, that's sad. I wonder what happened. It's unfortunate. Okay. I think that Ferrari has a lead around 30 points or so. I need to do the exact amount. Hold on a second. I'm just going to use my calculator here. I usually don't do this sort of thing, but hey, I mean, it's how it goes. Okay, so the gap between Ferrari and Sauber is 32 points. The max amount of points that you can get for a team is 25 plus 18. That's, I think 38, I want to say? Something like that. I can't remember. I think it's 38 points. But right now, Sauber is in P6 and P9, so I believe that Ferrari wins the championship today. I don't know that for certain. I'm just going to focus on the drivers because it's too confusing right now. Tom is going to make the move on Daniel. Into P1. Here comes B-Tom. Watch out for the Ferrari. Here he goes. Around the outside. B-Tom, the championship leader, has slotted into 2nd ahead of Daniel. Great move from the Ferrari. Tom, another good move as well. These two now lead the race. Daniel is down to 3rd. Watch out for him, though. He's going to be looking to get a podium today and maybe even the race win because his tires are going to be much better in around a lap or so, I would say. Maybe even now he's got good tires. But right now, Daniel's in a really good shot for the win. Meanwhile, Konami, if this strategy is going to work out, he has to get past Soa, and he has to catch up to those top 3 racers. He has to finish ahead of B-Tom in order for this to happen. Right now, this is not the case. So far, B-Tom is going to be winning this race. Sorry, winning this championship, and maybe even the race as well. That's how competitive this guy is. That's how successful this guy is, and that's how talented this guy is. B-Tom now right behind Tom. Can he make the move? Can he put Ferrari on top here in Qatar? Tom is in the lead, but B-Tom has got really good tires right now. He's managing this really well. Daniel is in the fight as well, so we could see another change and move Daniel ahead into potentially the win as well, or potentially the lead. Here we go. On lap 22, entering lap 23 with just a few laps to go. Here for the Qatar Grand Prix, B-Tom chasing down the Mercedes. He's going to make the move around the outside. Goes the Ferrari, a neat pass for the SF24. And Ferrari goes into the lead in Qatar. B-Tom harnessing the power of the WEC victory when Ferrari took 1, 2, 3 in the World Endurance Championship, and B-Tom showing that I can do it the same here in the game and in the F1 world. And he can also prove that he can take Ferrari to the top, unlike the real Ferrari F1 team in real life. That's no offense to any Tifosi fans. I'm a Tifosi fan. I'm a Ferrari fan. But in general, right now, Ferrari's really struggling. 5/10, the gap between first and second position. Ferrari and Mercedes. The good old battles from 2017 and 18. When Ferrari and Mercedes were battling out Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel, when Vettel was with Ferrari and when Lewis was with Mercedes. This was the classic era of Ferrari versus Mercedes, and the only time Ferrari was battling with Mercedes was really 2015 to 2019 in a championship way. It's not the case here in the game, but it is for the race win. Tom on the back of B-Tom. And hopefully we can see Tom in more LSR events, because he's proven himself that he's one of the fastest drivers here. And I think that Tom should definitely get a seat on the Group 1 grid. Here comes the Mercedes. He's going to go for a move on B-Tom. A nice and neat overtake. Tom moves into first. B-Tom down to second. Daniel stays in third. Konami sets the fastest lap of the race. He's into P5. He's got ahead of Soa. He's catching up to BXT, who's also catching up to this top 3 battle. I think it's going to be a top 5 battle for the win if things go as they are. BXT is chasing down these drivers to get into the fight here. Tom has been given another 3-second time penalty, though. He's got 6 seconds. That's not good. Tom has 6 seconds time penalties. Right now, B-Tom is in the winning position. Daniel knows that he has to get past B-Tom in order for him to win. So Tom, right now, is not winning this race. This is not going to be the case. I don't think he's even going to be able to finish in the top 5, if I'm being honest, because of those 6-second time penalties. I think it's going to be the 2nd through 5th that's going to be the top 4. Riding on board with the McLaren of Daniel. Let's see what he can do. He's right on the back of B-Tom. Those hards are working out really well for the McLaren racer. Going back to tires here, he's on 10 lap-old hards. B-Tom on 7 lap-old medium, same as Tom. And we're going to see another switch for position, if I'm being honest. B-Tom has the DRS, will make a move once again. The Ferrari moves ahead of the Mercedes, and they are swapping position. The question is, can Daniel get ahead? Here comes the McLaren. Oh, that's the wrong McLaren. Daniel stays behind in P3, so no change for second there. B-Tom moves into the lead now, once again. 25 laps into this race, and we just have a few laps remaining. This is a sprint to the finish in Qatar, and this is a sprint for B-Tom and Konami in this championship fight. This is getting really intense. Meanwhile, Sir Charles moves ahead into 7th to put Racing Bolts in the top 7, so it's been a good day so far for Sir Charles. It's not been a good day for Tank, unfortunately, after having that issue. I think the drive-through hurt his race for sure. This should be how it is for P7 down to P10, I would say. But the battle for first is still kind of unknown at this point. Really, the top 5 is unknown at this point. BXT has also gained time, and he is chasing down Daniel. This is getting really intense. B-Tom has also extended the lead to put himself within without DRS range to Tom. So B-Tom is doing everything possible he can to get ahead and stay ahead and win this race and ultimately win his 6th championship. Riding on board with Konami, who is 1.9 seconds to BXT. He's trying his best to chase him down. This strategy has not worked out, unfortunately, though, for Konami, I gotta say. And like I said, that strategy was really key to seeing how this race would end up, and I think that's exactly what happened. So, let's see how this goes. Back up at the front, Tom has gained on B-Tom 0.4 of a second now to the Ferrari. I think he's using a lot of his ERS. Crazy Rotudo gets a 3-second time penalty. That shouldn't affect his race too much. Back up at the front, 3 laps or so are about to remain. Daniel, right behind, the Bulgarian racer, is just 0.3 behind Tom. Now closer though, Tom goes a little bit wide. This is Daniel's chance to win this race. 3 laps to go in the Qatar Grand Prix. It's all or nothing. The championship is on the line. Let's see what these drivers can do in the second to last installment on F124. B-Tom continues to lead from Daniel. BXT at 1.9 seconds behind. He should still be safe for a P3 finish unless Konami can get ahead of BXT. If Konami can get ahead of BXT, Konami is going to finish in P3, but nevertheless, B-Tom is still going to win this race. They're still going to win this championship. But we'll see. We'll see. There's still 3 laps to go. Oh, Tom almost loses the car there. Here comes Daniel. The driver is right on the back of Tom. What can he do? Right there. Oh, Tom goes very wide. If Daniel's going to win this race, he has to get ahead of Tom. He has to. He just literally has to. So, I don't know. This is going to get really intense. Meanwhile, Konami has broken into the DRS range of BXT. Konami is flying on those medium tires. So, he's chasing down BXT. The question is, will it be enough? Tom right on the back of B-Tom. Let's see what he can do as he chases down the Ferrari. Watch out for Daniel as well. B-Tom right ahead. Here comes Tom. Here comes Daniel. Let's see what they can do. Daniel's going to go around the outside of B-Tom. And Daniel takes... No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He's still side by side with B-Tom, though. It was going to be the lead, but B-Tom defends well. And the Ferrari stays ahead. What an epic couple of corners there for the Ferrari and the McLaren. Tom stays ahead, but those penalties will affect his race very much. Konami is 0.2 away from BXT. Konami has to get ahead of BXT. BXT gets a 3-second time penalty, though. It's all over for the Aston Martin. He's not getting a podium today unless something drastic happens. This is it. The battle for the win and the battle for the championship is B-Tom versus Daniel. This is going to get extremely intense. This is the second to last lap on the penultimate round here in Qatar for group number 1. Tom continues to lead, but remember, he's got penalties that won't matter at all. His position won't matter. He's going to dip down to probably P5 in this event. B-Tom has to hold this on. This is it for him to win the championship and for him to win this race as well. Let's see what the Ferrari can do. He's using pretty much everything he's got to stay ahead of Daniel, but Daniel's got the DRS. Tom's gotten, without DRS. Can B-Tom get the DRS? No, he does. Oh, he does. Actually, he does. So, Daniel, DRS, this is his chance. Here comes B-Tom on the last lap of Qatar. B-Tom sends it. He's gonna go for the move. He wants to win this on track. Daniel's right there as well, though. Here comes the Ferrari. B-Tom right behind on the final lap here in Qatar. The championship is on the line. Is he gonna make the move? Here comes the Ferrari. No, he doesn't. B-Tom stays behind. Here comes Daniel. Watch out for the driver from Bulgaria. Is he going to make the move around the outside? Is he going to go for a switchback maneuver? Let's see if he goes around the outside. No, he does not. Daniel stays behind. The ERS is draining for these drivers as they're trying to stay ahead. Tom will likely finish in first, but that won't matter. Meanwhile, Konami is probably going to finish in third unless he can chase after these drivers. Here comes Daniel. Watch out for the McLaren right behind. It's a drag race to the finish. Daniel and B-Tom on the final lap. Here in Group 1, they are side by side. B-Tom defends well. Daniel picks his line perfectly, and the McLaren is still behind. Can he make a move? He's all over the back of the Ferrari. B-Tom right ahead. This is for the win. Daniel looking around the outside, the final corner. They're side by side. This is for the race win. They are side by side. It's a drag race to the finish. Who is going to win this race? B-Tom is going to do it because Daniel stays behind and B-Tom wins the LSR season number 10 Group 1 championship. B-Tom, you are a Group 1 champion in season number 10, and you are the most successful racer in LSR history, the 6-time champion now. He was a 5th, now he's got 6 championships. What a finish. B-Tom, P1, Daniel, P2, TTV, Konami, P3. Wow, what a finish. Konami, it was close, but this guy won it. This guy did it. He wins the World Championship in Lightning Speed Racing for the 6th time as he puts the fist in the air. Not only does he do that, he wins and defends against Daniel and to win this race. This is incredible stuff from B-Tom, I gotta say, and incredible stuff from everybody here in Group 1. So there is the top 3. They spray the champagne, not just for the win, but for the championship as well. Ferrari celebrate a double championship victory. What a season from them. What a race from B-Tom. What a race from everybody here in Group 1. Tom will finish in P5 as expected with those time penalties. BXC will come home for a strong P4 finish, and we'll move him, I'm sure, up the order as well. Let's see if we can get maybe even the top 3 in for a quick interview. But let's see. Wow, what a finish. Let's see if we can get our drivers in for a quick interview, especially our champion as well. Let's see if we can get him in. Hopefully I can give access to... Actually, I'm just going to give... Let's see if I can give all of them just the roles. Okay. Let's see if they can get in. Okay. So stay with us for just a moment. I'm going to see if I can switch to maybe some cars so we can kind of... All right, we got B-Tom in. Hey, man, just give us 1 second. I'm just going to try and get everybody in here. Alrighty, let's see here. Gotta find the showroom, wherever the heck that is. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Hopefully. One moment, beat, so I'm just giving me just a second. Awesome. If the top three don't respond, we'll just start out with you, and then we'll go into everything. Let's see here. Okay, Konami is coming. Great. And Daniel, let's see. Alrighty. Okay, so Konami is joining, so I guess we'll start out with P3 and then we'll move into P1 because I believe Daniel is unable to join. We'll just give Konami just a second. Perfect. Alrighty, we got Konami in here now. Great, great. Actually, let me switch over to the solver real quickly. There we go. All right. Konami, can you hear us? Awesome. Okay, we'll start it with you, and then we'll head into B-Tom's interviews. So, first up, here we go. Sauber, P3, Konami. How do you feel about that race? Talk us through kind of how it went for you, and yeah, what was your thoughts on it? Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, just real quickly. Sorry to interrupt real quickly, but I don't think we can hear you on the stream just for a second. But I don't know why that's the case. Do you have like your party settings like? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Do you have like your party settings like on so we like it should be like an always allow kind of thing if you're on the PlayStation. That's what I thought because we've done an interview before with you and you were totally fine. Okay, now I think we can hear you for some reason. So I don't know what you did, or maybe it was just at first or whatever. But sorry to interrupt you there. If you're if you're okay with continuing on, sorry about that. Right. Mm-hmm. Yep, I think so. Right. Yeah, well, I mean, you got a P3, which is a pretty successful result. I mean, it sounds like it wasn't like the perfect race for you, but it was still like a right, right. Well, and so I'm curious to know real quickly before I let you go and continue on with the rest of your day. When you were going for that strategy call, I was trying to figure out like what was the plan kind of thing in terms of like were you going for the softs or were you going for the mediums? Was the intention always to go for the mediums? And sorry if you already mentioned that or alluded to that, but was the intention always to go on to the medium tire and just kind of like go a little bit longer than everybody else? And also, were you keeping the championship kind of in your mind throughout this whole race, or was it kind of like a background thought and you were kind of just focusing on trying to get a good result? Okay. Right. Gotcha. Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, because considering the fact, I mean, you joined like midway through the season or something like that. It's pretty. You've been one of the stars of the show, I gotta say. I mean, even your overtaking Mexico. I remember that. That was pretty spectacular. So yeah, I was just curious about all that sort of thing, not just for the race, but also because I'm heading into a similar race tomorrow in Group Two, and I was just trying to figure out like is the softs better or is the medium tires better? And so yeah, good to know about the soft tire. Well, yeah. Yeah, right. Probably, yeah. I think you guys were, yeah. Right. Well, thank you for explaining your race and explaining what happened and all that sort of thing, and also giving some advice as well for me tomorrow in Group Two. But yeah, congrats on P3, congrats on an awesome season, and I hope that we get to see you again next season in the F125 game. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see how it goes. Well, yeah, thanks for joining us, and I'll let you get on with the rest of your day. You had, I'm sure, the idea of the championship on your mind, at least somewhere, and you knew that you could probably win it today. But did you expect to not only win the championship but also to win the race too? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you had a pretty commanding event, I gotta say. I saw that qualifying you retired early in qualifying. Was that because you were thinking like I can't improve on this specific lap or whatever, and then you were kind of like focusing on the race specifically? Oh, okay, okay. Thank you for explaining that. Um, Yeah, it does. It does indeed happen. But yeah, I mean, you ran a commanding race today. I mean, I was really impressed with what you did. And also, how does it feel as well to be now a six-time champion of this league? Probably, I think it's probably like seventh as well if you're including your GT championship that you won quite a while ago. But you're proving people that you are the most successful racer in LSR. Yeah. That's a great mentality. I think that's a really big inspiration just for anybody else racing because it is really just about having fun. Like that's how I kind of approach everything. Like I don't care really too much about winning the championship as long as it's like, I mean, it'd be cool to win it, but like just to have fun and just to race and just to like keep improving, like you mentioned, and keep just having fun out on track with all the competitors is just really crucial for the continuation of one's career, or however you put it. So yeah, I think that pretty good season from you, B Tom. I mean, another strong one. You've delivered Ferrari some really big success. I know that I was talking about in the stream that Ferrari doesn't have a lot of success in the league, so I was happy to see that we have a successful and a talented racer join the team. So yeah, congrats on that. And I think you might be able to confirm this. I don't know exactly. Did your team win the championship this race, or does that go on to Brazil? Do you know the Ferrari team? Okay, I thought so too. Uh huh. Okay, so I wasn't sure exactly. I was trying to figure out like, did you guys get the championship or whatever? But either way, I think it's pretty much confirmed that even if the championship goes on to Brazil, you guys will still win it. I mean, it's been a pretty good season. Yeah. So I mean, there you go, double championship. Congrats on that, and congrats on the win in Qatar. Did you have any final words to say before we move on? Oh, dang. Yeah, quick question to both of you real quickly we all go on with the rest of our days. Are you guys excited for F125? Like what's the thought in the new game? Right. I'm hoping it's good as well. We'll see how it goes. I think this is like the first time it's coming out in May as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think all the other ones came out in June and July kind of time, maybe August. Usually during the summer. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be interesting. We'll see how much Codemasters messes up, or if it's gonna be a good game from the start, which I doubt it will. But we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, well, I believe so. It's like the final week of May, right? I can't remember. May 3rd. Oh, right. Man, I gotta go pre-order it. Oh, that's good to know. Well, thank you. I'll go probably after this stream. I'll go purchase it because I haven't done it yet. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for joining me in this comms box. Great race from both of you and great season as well. I mean, like epic stuff as always. And I mean, you surely brought a lot of attention to the league and brought me back for sure. So I was really happy with you guys' performance and all the rest of the Group 1 drivers as well. So yeah, best of luck for the remainder of the season. I think the last race is Brazil next week. And yeah, best of luck with the new game as well. Thanks. Appreciate it. Alrighty, well, I think that pretty much concludes everything on the stream side, viewers. Thanks for sticking with us, even through a few technical issues that I had at the beginning. But yeah, we just finished up the Qatar Grand Prix. It was a phenomenal race. Tom, of course, won the race and the championship. Second place went to, I believe, Tom. Oh, no, not Tom. Second place went to Daniel. Third went to Konami. And we just heard from Konami and Tom on their races and a lot of other things as well. So thanks again to both of them who joined us throughout the stream. But yeah, we will see you all in the next one for Brazil, the final race of the season and the final Group 1 race on F124 before we get rid of this game and move on to the next one. Hopefully it's not too bad, but we'll see how it goes. Tune in tomorrow for Group 2 and Group 3 races in Qatar. We're still at the Losail Circuit. I'm Formula Jonah, though, signing off. And yeah, we'll see you all in the next one.